JiggyJammin, the Jammin to the Jiggy of JiggyJammin, and it's the first episode of Design and Decoded, and I'm here with the creative minds of
Raised by Champions.
First I drop my top, ay, then I swerve my coupe, ay, counting all these bands, ay, who the fuck are you, ay, why you all so cool, ay, $1,000 shoes, ay, 100 on my jewels, ay, I got all these grooves. First I drop my top, ay, then I swerve my coupe, ay, counting all these bands, ay, who the fuck are you?
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
All glory to God.
Yeah. You have your new line out.
Yeah, I just dropped the spring collection, which is entitled Heaven or Hell. Yeah, so really excited.
What's the inspiration behind everything, like the brand itself and then this new collection?
Well, the inspiration behind the brand has to go way back in the day when I first started designing. The name Raised by Champions was based off of influences, which gave me like sort of my confidence within like designing, because I grew up in Brooklyn, and before fashion blogs, sorry about that, we grew up in the Bronx, but before fashion blogs, before fashion blogs, before the internet, before Instagram, like some of my biggest influences were, to be honest, with drug dealers. Like every day coming out from school, they were always lined up on the block, and I could always count on them wearing like the best outfits, whether it was like Tommy Bubbles.
Wow.
Yeah, they had the money. So whether it was Tommy Bubbles, Nordica Bubbles, or like the full like Tim's navy black, I could always count on them and just seeing like just fashion from like an honest perspective. So that's why I named Raised by Champions, just based off influences that sort of gave me my fashion sort of like inspiration to get started.
Well, now this new collection, what inspired this new collection and the whole look behind it?
Well, the name of the collection is called Heaven or Hell. So I came up with this premise just because I was reading somewhere a quote that said, "Kids, when you are precious to God, you become important to Satan." So, which develops sort of like the theme, and just seeing how young kids, it's a very radical lifestyle that they're living, and not necessarily, not caring about tomorrow. But besides that, though, more so focusing on the idea that in our lives we're allowed to choose our sort of like pathway, which will lead us to either heaven or hell. And sometimes it's not so much clear of like how you get to one pathway, but sometimes you're trying to get to point A and you're doing wild shit, but in your mind and your sort of like, development, you think that's great.
Yeah.
But it's like almost like based on like what will you do to achieve your utopia.
So there's a lot of oversaturation with upcoming brands. How do you kind of like set yourself apart, and what makes you different from these upcoming brands nowadays?
One of the main things is craftsmanship. I pride myself on being like very crazy about like when I put together a collection, as far as like every single detail is like accounted for why I did it. As far as like the material I pick, I always think with the mindset I want this to last the individual or the person who purchases the item to last for a lifetime. So I think a lot of times with the market nowadays, just because of the internet, you have the flexibility or the opportunity to reach out to factories. And factories are great, but you have to do your research as well. With a lot of factories, when they're producing garments, it's not necessarily the best material or the best stitching, based on the fact that they're putting out so much items at one time. And a lot of people who contact these factories don't necessarily know this. So I'm still a little bit old school, where I work with like two people and we put together like the collection on ourselves, just because I'm able to oversee everything that's occurring, every stitch, every fabric, every silhouette that I choose or I make. I know what I'm doing. And like the final product is made for the customer to withstand a lot of shit or a lot of conditions. So
now, from this collection, where do you see yourself? I guess the next collection, or maybe like the next 5 years, or next 10 years. Like, what is the ultimate goal that you have for yourself and your brand?
Well, ultimate goal for my brand is just to keep pushing the envelope, and necessarily to be able to establish a fashion brand within fashion, not just streetwear, not just high fashion, but just be an overall creative like fashion house for Raised by Champions. I know fashion house is a little bit cliche because everybody's into high fashion, but just be a brand that resonates with various people who love brands such as like Helmut Lang, but who really love shit like Bape. So it just blurs the line where people like, this is an everyday item that I'm gonna wear, whether I'm wearing like, let's say loafers, I'm wearing a pair of Air Force Ones. It's just able to resonate with so many different people, like within like so many different age gaps, and not necessarily for one group of people. But later on, like with Raised by Champions, I just wanted to give opportunity to like to so many different creatives. Like after the brand is established down the line, just just do so many like really creative things as far as like, let's say furniture, doing like really like cool installations, like random pop-up shops, as far as like even like a hardware store, just random shit, as far as like have like a group of creatives who just want to really push the envelope within like their respective fields.
So you want to do like furniture, and are you gonna do like pants and like maybe shoes?
I mean, that's down furniture down the line, like down.
Well, is the shoes and the pants gonna be like in between?
No,
and
shoes. So shoes, probably like jeans is way gonna be way before, like on that timeline. It's gonna be way before that. I mean, yeah, we're hoping to implement like a pair of jeans like within like the fall collection, just because jeans is the beast by itself, and like men are very peculiar about how their jeans fit, how it falls, as far as like your leg opening, as far as like how much room is in the thigh. So before, it's a lot of people putting out jeans, and kudos to them, but if I'm putting out a pair of jeans Raised by Champions, you just want the jeans to be so well fitted that you could wear your jeans every single day. Every day. So we want to design everyday jeans when we put them out.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to let our audience know?
I want to let them know a lot of things, man. But the main thing is, just keep checking out Raised by Champions. Please, I'm like the most normal guy like you'll ever meet. Like, just come, you see me in the street, be like, hey, don't say Raised by Champions. Like, hey man, what's up, Doug? Man, it's good to meet you, man. Like, I'm willing, like, just to build, just have conversations, and I love people in general. And I just want to say, thank you for allowing me to have this interview.
No problem. So, where can people find you? I guess connect with you and the brand. Where? Social media, website?
People can find me on East 18th in the Crown Heights Northland. But you can find Raised by Champions available in a couple of shops. We just opened up account with this store in Korea called Samplist. But you can mainly just purchase everything from raisedbychampions.com. You can check on my Instagram, Raised by Champions, all the same name. And my Twitter is Long Live Hoodlums. And my Tumblr, Raised by Champions. So just check me out.
Alright. Thank you.
Alright, cool.
First I drop my top, then I swerve my cold, counting all these bands, who the fuck are you?
That are pushing the same type of streetwear and stuff like that. Hey. He's from Brooklyn, so
Oh yeah.
Don't let Brooklyn down now.